there, I'm Bambi, and I'd like to tell you a story about the fun in the forest I used to have when I was about your age. I had lots of good friends. There was Flower, the skunk.
Hi.
Toby, the tortoise.
Oh.
George, the gopher.
Glad to see you.
Wise Old, the owl.
How do you do, charmed, I'm sure.
The raccoon quadruplets. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. You know what quadruplets are, don't you? They're like twins, born at the same time, except that there are 4 of them. The thing about the raccoon quads was that they always were together, one holding onto the other's tail, and so forth. But my best friend of all was Thumper the rabbit.
Hi, Bambi. It's real good visiting you again.
He was the oldest of the large rabbit family, and the smartest. In fact, his mother thought he was just a little too smart because he used to blurt out every thought he had, and you and I know sometimes it's best to keep quiet. When Thumper would say something not too nice, his mother used to sing this little song to him.
If you can't say something nice, shh, say nothing. Take a bit of good advice, shh, say nothing. Think of friendly things to say, that's the path to follow. When you think an unkind thought, button your lips and swallow. Once you think it over twice, if you can't say something nice, you won't say anything at all. Shh.
If you can't say something nice, shh, say nothing.
Take a bit of good advice, shh, say nothing.
Think of friendly things to say, that's the path to follow. When you think an unkind thought,
Button your lips and swallow.
once you think it over twice, if you can't say something nice, you won't say anything at all. You won't say anything at all.
My story started on a beautiful spring day. It was vacation, and the animal children were out of school. I happened to be walking past Thumper's house, and I overheard him talking to his mom.
Gee, Mom, I don't have anything to do. What's to do all day on this vacation?
Then I heard Thumper's mother tell him to go out, find his friends, have a big meeting, and decide some games to play. In a minute, Thumper came jumping out.
Hi, Bambi.
Hello, Thumper.
What you doing?
Just walking past your house, wondering what you were doing.
I'm not doing anything. Vacations are great, but at least in school you have something to do all the time.
Maybe we could call a meeting of all our friends and decide what to do.
You know, my mother just said the same thing. Okay, let's find Wise Old Owl and have him gather everybody together.
We can meet him on the meadow by the pond.
The pond's still got some ice on it. I was down there before breakfast this morning.
Well, we can have some fun on the ice.
It's so nice on the ice as you glide, glide, glide. It's so nice on the ice as you slide, slide, slide. Come along, sing this song, and away we will go. After all, if you fall, it only hurts your pride. It's so nice on the ice as you glide, glide, glide. After all, if you fall, it only hurts your pride. It's so nice on the ice as you glide, glide, glide.
It wasn't long before we found Wise Old Owl perched on a tree limb and still fast asleep.
The old guy's still sleeping. I will wake him up.
Maybe we should wait a bit. He's always up all night and needs his rest.
But we want to get started on our meeting.
He'll be grouchy if we wake him.
Yeah, but he'll be mad if we don't. You know how he hates to be left out of anything. He always has to take charge.
What? Who was that?
Oh, just me, wise old. My voice keeps squeaking on me lately.
Oh, I was having such a wonderful dream. I dreamed I was principal of a school.
That's no dream, that's a nightmare. Thumper, ask him what we want. Oh, yes. Well, wise old, we need your help. We want to call a meeting in the meadow of all our friends.
Uh-huh. And what's the purpose of this convocation?
What's a convocation?
It's a meeting.
Well, why didn't you say? Thumper, be polite. Well, it's such a nice day and it's vacation, and we don't have anything to do. And so we thought we'd get all our friends together and decide some big event to all do.
Very commendable. Good, that is. I'll round everybody up right away, and we can have a spelling bee.
Oh, pardon me, wise old, but that's too much like school.
Well, wise old owl took off immediately and went hoot-hooing through the forest telling everyone the news. And soon the whole gang were in the meadow, all milling around and wondering what was up. Wise old owl finally made himself heard.
Quiet! 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 Now, may I have your attention, please? I have called this convocation on this beautiful spring day to put into effect a very good idea of mine.
It was my idea.
Thumper.
Well, it was really Bambi's idea.
It was really Thumper's mother's idea. But never mind whose idea it was, it's a good one.
In any event, we'll start the suggestions with one of mine. I think we should have a spelling bee.
No, that's too much like school.
Well, it seems to me that we should do something useful. Now, the most useful thing I know about is a hole. The huge, symmetrical round hole in the ground. Why, we could all pitch in, and I'll supervise.
But to what purpose would it serve?
It would serve the purpose of being pretty.
Oh, no, not a bit.
I think we should all pick flowers. And the one who picks the biggest and prettiest bouquet gets a prize.
Oh, flower. Who wants to pick flowers all day?
I think we should have a big race.
Did you say a race, Toby?
Oh, I sure did. That's what I said.
Oh, that's too much. You gotta be kidding. Look who's suggesting a race, old Slowpoke himself.
You'll be sorry you made fun of old Toby. Yes, you will.
We could have a race. I could handicap it properly.
What's a handicap?
But it's something you do to somebody in a race to make him not as fast as he really is, or to give somebody slow a better chance.
I don't think much of that idea.
Well, it makes it very fair. Since you are the fastest and the champion up to now, we could give you somebody to carry on your back, and we could give the slower ones a big head start.
I don't like it.
Well, now let's see. We can call it Thumper's Great Race and paint a big sign for the starting place.
So everybody would know it was my race.
That's right. And with a fair-minded, judicious person like myself doing the handicapping, starting, and judging at the finish line, you know all will be fair.
I demand a huge head start, since I'll be running underground and may have to excavate some.
Well, that's fair.
And Mommy told us to stay together. And so I guess we'll have to run together.
Yes, all four of you can run as an entry. But you must keep a hold of each other's tails.
If we do that, we'll wind up as a circle. Don't you see?
No. The one in the lead doesn't hold on to a tail. Just numbers 2, 3, and 4.
Oh.
Flower, your handicap will be to run backwards.
Backwards?
Yes. That way you can smell the flowers you've just left.
What's my handicap, wise old?
A big head start.
Since it's my race, I get to pick my own handicap. I'll carry a feather on my back.
I don't think that's quite fair, Thumper. I think Wise Old Owl should give everyone their handicap.
All right. So, Wise Old, what are you going to do to me?
Well, let me see. I want to be completely fair. We'll give George the Gopher and Toby the Tortoise head starts. The raccoon quads will run together. Flower will run backwards. Bambi, you'll have to help me judge. You outclass the rest of these racers. So that takes care of everyone except Thumper. We should assign some weight for his back. I know. Thumper, you'll have to carry your little brother.
Oh, no!
Too much weight?
No, he's such a pest. But I'll go get him.
So off Thumper Hippity Hop to get his little brother.
Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop. I'm just a rabbit and it's a habit, chasing all over the place this way. When it's a habit and you're a rabbit, this is the way you find to play. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop. I'm just a rabbit and it's a habit, chasing all over the place this way. When it's a habit and you're a rabbit, this is the way you find to play. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop. I'm just a rabbit and it's a habit, chasing all over the place this way. When it's a habit and you're a rabbit, this is the way you find to play. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop. I'm just a rabbit and it's a habit, chasing all over the place this way. When it's a habit and you're a rabbit, this is the way you find to play. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hop without stop, racing around over the ground. Hippity 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 hop.
It wasn't long before all the contestants had gathered at the starting line. Owl had kept his promise. There was a huge red and gold sign reading, Thumper's Great Race. But it also had on it in very big letters, W-O Owl, Official and Judge. Just about everyone in the forest was there. All the proud parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts of the runners had come to see their favorites win the great race. To start things off, Wise Old Owl made a speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is indeed a privilege for me to address you on this auspicious occasion.
I wish he wouldn't use such big words.
We are today inaugurating an Olympic Games type of competition in the forest, open to all its inhabitants to enter, and named in honor of the present champion and fastest animal in his class, Thumper Rabbit.
Hooray for Thumper! I thought he'd never get to it.
Wise Old Owl, some of the younger ones may not understand you. You'd better tell them it's just a race.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's a race. And the entries are as follows. Numbers 1 through 4, the raccoon quadruplets. They will run together, holding to tails. Number 5 is Flower the skunk. He will run backwards. Number 6 is George the gopher. He will run underground in his tunnel, which parallels the main course.
What does parallel mean?
It means to run alongside.
Number 7 will be Toby Tortoise, and he will have a very long head start. Last but not least will be number 8, Thumper Rabbit, with his smallest brother, Floppy, riding on his back.
Floppy, you hold on tight and don't give me any trouble.
My good friend Bambi will be assistant judge and will patrol the course to see that all is fair.
Thank you, wise old owl. I will do what I can.
Good. Now, is everyone ready? 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go!
So they were all off with a rush. And before you could say Jack Robinson, they were out of sight around a bend in the race course which wise old owl had marked off through the woods. Some of the spectators were disappointed at not seeing more of the race, but Owl told them that he had laid out a circular course and that the finish line was the same as the starting line, so that all could see the most important part, who was to win. After a few minutes, I ran off down the course to see that all was well. It wasn't long until I heard a great underground commotion.
Sapphires, these silly stones are in my way. Guess I'll have to go topside and see the lay of the land.
Just then, up popped Gopher's head from a new little opening he had made.
Bambi, glad to see you. I've run into a serious situation down below. The stone landslides blocked my tunnel, and I guess I'll have to give up the race. That's trouble with subterranean speedways.
No, George, since I'm a judge, I'll allow you to run on the surface until you're past the stone slide. Then you can dig down and start running again.
Gee, thanks. Thanks, Sir Assistant Judge. Gotta skedaddle. Bye.
A little farther on down the race course, I met the raccoon quads. They weren't running at all. They were standing around in a little group, arguing at the top of their voices as to whom should be the leader.
I'm the biggest,
One said.
I'm older,
Said another.
I'm the youngest, so I should be first.
Said the third.
I'm in between.
Said number 4.
I never get to do anything.
After listening for a moment, I suggested that they take turns being leader and get back in the race, which they promptly did. As I went farther down the path, I began to worry. I didn't see Flower anywhere. Then suddenly I heard my name called. It was Flower, and he was half hidden in a beautiful clump of flowers alongside the race course.
I just couldn't resist. If I had been running frontwards, I would have gone past these beautiful flowers without even seeing them. But since I was running backward, they burst upon my sight, and then as I ran, grew smaller and smaller. I began to think I'd never see anything so beautiful again. So I stopped and came back. Aren't they wonderful? And they smell so sweet.
You'll never win the race, Flower.
You know, I don't even care. Is that bad?
Well, not at all, Flower. You enjoy yourself, but I have to go on. I'm an assistant judge, you know. A little farther down the racetrack, I came upon a strange sight. Toby Tortoise was lying on his back, and Thumper was standing looking at him. I stepped behind a clump of trees where they couldn't see me and listened.
Hey, Toby, how'd you flip your lid?
I tripped over a root and went tail over tea kettle.
And you were the guy who wanted to have a race.
Well, guess I look pretty silly,
You
huh?
sure do. Well, so long, Toby. Got some running to do.
So Thumper, with Floppy still hanging on his back, started off down the pathway. Suddenly, Thumper stopped, turned around, and came back to Toby. He gave him a helping paw and turned him right side up. Then he and Floppy were off in a blinding rush. I raced off after them and gave a wave to Toby as I passed him lumbering along. Farther and farther around the woods I flew on the circular race course, but I couldn't catch up to Thumper. Then I found myself in a little woods on the edge of the meadow where the starting and finishing lines were, and off to the side of the path I heard Thumper's voice.
Floppy, come here this minute. I did you a favor to let you stop a minute. Try and catch me, Thumpy. Cut it out, Floppy. Don't you understand we're in a race? I don't like races. I don't like riding on your back, you two bumpity and thumpity. Please, Floppy. Look, there goes Toby. He's gonna win if you don't mind me. Okay. Just let me finish eating this clover blossom. Come on, hurry up.
Well, Floppy ate just one too many clover blossoms, because despite Thumper's great speed, he wound up at the finish line just one whisker behind Toby Tortoise.
Yay! Hooray,
Quiet, everyone. Now it is my pleasure to congratulate the winner of the great race and hail the new champion, Toby Tortoise. Now, let's have a speech from the new champ. Toby?
Oh, well, sir, there's been a big mistake. I was out of the race on my back and could never finish when Thumper come along and put me to rights. So, he should be the winner. He's the best man, or animal, that is. I withdraw as winner, and I'm proud to be second to Thumper.
Well, so be it. As official judge, I hereby declare Thumper winner and still champion. Congratulations, Thumper, and give us a speech.
Well, I'm speechless. And when I'm speechless, I just thump.
If you're down to your last leaf of lettuce, and it looks like the poorhouse for you, go thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump thump, and the skies will all turn blue. If you've lunched on your last crunchy carrot, and there's no crunchy carrot in view, go thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump thump, and the sun will break right through. That's why a rabbit gets into the habit of thump thump thumping along. That's why a bunny is always so funny when thump thump thumping goes wrong. So the next time you feel kinda grumpy, take a tip from the cottontail crew. Go thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump thump, and the world will smile at you. And the world will smile at you. That's why a rabbit gets into the habit of thump thump thumping along. That's why a bunny is always so funny when thump thump thumping goes wrong. So the next time you feel kinda grumpy, take a tip from the cottontail crew. Go thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump thump, and the world will smile at you. Thumpity thump thump. And the world will smile at you.